how does a dumb kid that was supposed to amount to nothing
Do all of that. Be a mastermind behind all of that evil things. No.
and lead a whole country.
Ke
And get
Satan.
people with the
Satani, nale possessed.
They were not exposed to a lot of things.
Yeah.
So love was love. And
Yeah,
and
it
they
was
took
just that.
as it
Yeah.
was. If my man takes me and puts me in a 1-bedroom and promises me that we are going to make
I
it,
believe him.
I believe him. But you like, oh, dog.
He can't even take me out on a date. We're not going anywhere.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like back then, it was very easy because they
the values and things were simpler. Dimelang. I am Azar. And who are you?
I go by the name of Dizzy and Chef from the North. The vibes.
This strange face is back. But anyway, welcome to another podcast.
I'm supposed to do it.
We keep telling you you're supposed to do it with us.
It sounds so girly. Okay, let's try.
Welcome to another podcast.
Feels good being back. Why am I back?
Why are you in that seat today? What's going on?
Today, I'm both of you guys.
You're both of us.
Yeah. So
you're both of us.
I'm standing in for the home girl, Tamara.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's up.
No, we're happy to have you back.
Nah, shout out. I'm kind of nervous to do this with you, actually. Like
go for anxiety.
No, I say anxiety. Like, I never imagined having a whole episode just me and you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like we're here now. I'm excited though.
Yes. So we're gonna start with a little icebreaker, okay? Because we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna be time travelers today. We're gonna go back in time a little bit.
Yeah.
What is the moment that made you realize, oh no man, or I'm getting old, or like, but it's like something that wouldn't bother you or annoy you if you were younger, but now you're like,
that's a good one.
I'm
You started hard though. When I started stressing more about petrol than any other thing on earth.
Any other thing.
Yeah, like
that's the one thing.
When gas started, when I started watching news to check when the gas is dropping.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
And you?
When I got annoyed by seeing like a group of loud teenagers, that's when it clicked right.
Kana ba le bitsang batho ba baholo sister. Yeah, ba itse sorry sister.
Oh, bana ba re hi Ceci, and I'm just like,
Do you get that?
Approach, yes. Little girls would be like, hi Ceci will be like,
yeah.
Or Ausi.
Yeah, nah, you old.
Ausi it was. But like the whole thing of like,
I haven't been called teenagers. Like Malome or
then you're on the right track.
I still look good.
You still got a few.
My number is 060. My girl is gonna hate it when I come here. Actually, my girl is gonna start hating it when I come here. I do this all the time.
Yeah. But like obviously, like there's things that have changed, and there's things that we like tolerate and we don't tolerate anymore, or things that have died out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take it all the way back to the 90s when we were not even born. When we're not even born. Is there anything like that you wish that you could like bring back? Like from the 90s, whether it's like the fashion or like the lifestyle, the music.
Dude, I think, that's a good one. I think there's a lot of things I think should come back from the 90s. But more than anything, like, have they ever told you, Nane reka borotho 2 cent?
Emon.
Have you ever got to that?
Emon, like the prices, dog.
I know the value of 2 cent then was a lot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, in a way, it was reachable. And like today,
at the same time, yes.
Yeah, like today, reka borotho almost $20, bro. That's ridiculous.
That's insane. And Rena growing up, it was like what? Like 12 rand was already crazy.
Dude, I think
but 12 rand was already crazy.
10 rand, but dog. 9 rand. You
and now it's like $20.
Yeah.
Now it's like an
is-
entire
is that
20
bad?
bucks.
Is that
But now,
bad?
I feel like with like things like fashion, I feel like a lot of things came
I
back.
knew you would say fashion.
Of course. Like I mean, I'm even wearing something that was like popular like in the
But
90s.
with fashion, I think this is what I think.
Mm-hmm.
With fashion, you can really just bring it back, cause
If you want, nah.
yeah, like you can just tap into that style and say, you know what, you wanna. They call it old money look now.
The
I think.
aesthetic
Yeah, you
and
can
all
just
that
like.
stuff.
I just think it's not cool yet. So it's either you really wanna take it back and you wish it was cool, or you just like
Yeah.
it was cool seeing other girls just like that.
I mean, I get that, but also like you see when you're talking about that also ties to like people saying, "Oh, I wish you could bring this trend back. I wish you could bring this trend back," and it's like, guys, literally just wear it.
Yeah.
Just
But also with fashion,
wear
it just comes back. I mean, there was the.
it is. It repeats
I
itself.
think like what the superstar is it Adidas superstars? Yeah,
The weed,
I remember seeing my sister buy them bags in
Kale.
2006.
The Crocs are like a
Yeah.
perfect example as well.
Yeah.
And Crocs were not 900, 1,000.
Nah, they were
3,000 rand.
Niggas rega ka 100 rand for
It
tao
really
now.
100 rand ke
Nah,
ntši
dude,
jo, we would buy it for like 50 bucks.
Yeah,
dog.
nah, Crocs
like
are
nearly
wild,
tlhakotsela tsa go dlala
Yeah.
when we were young.
They were the shoes that you hated as
Yes,
a kid.
as a
Like,
kid to
they
wear.
would diss you for wearing Crocs.
And now it's
I
like
think-
they're back
I think
and
that's
there's a
what I
whole
hate.
label. I don't even know what we called. I don't even remember what we called them.
It was.
Do you
it was-
remember? Was it Crocs?
It was Crocs. But
Really?
like, I think
Nah, there was a certain.
nah, dude. It was Crocs, but obviously we were not calling them Crocs
Like
as
that,
Kids. I think there was
yeah.
like a
There was a specific name, bro. Lily bucket hair, the
yeah that kid.
like even haircuts, dog, taper phase and things like that. Like the take it's a
Taper fit is old.
yeah, bro.
For real,
Yeah,
for real, for real.
yeah. Looks like it's a lemon.
So it confirms that there's nothing new under the sun.
Not really, no. Not really. Like the history definitely repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
Marana, I won't lie. I'm very glad that I was born in the 2000s. I don't think I would have survived in the 90s.
You would have.
Joe, we have to think about the fact that it wasn't just all like fun,
Yeah.
blah blah music. Happy there was also the apartheid and whatever.
I I don't want to be messed up. I'm trying to be positive, but I wish I was
What?
I was there. And
Just to say you survived it.
not even just to say I survived it. I like history, right?
Okay.
And I wish I was alive during Hitler's time, bro.
No. No, no,
Think
no,
about it.
no,
Like,
no.
Now we are getting the stories and the biographies
Bro, you-
and what.
When
But like imagine you can say like, dude, Hitler was like this.
and you survived the concentration camp. eh?
Yeah.
You made it
Doesn't
out
that
of the
sound like you're gonna be famous your whole life for nothing?
No.
Doesn't that sound like
no.
you know how like I think South Africans adore Mandela and
Not even just South Africans, like even America. I feel
like
like
the
the Americans adore them more than adore him more
Yeah,
than we do.
Right. And I hope this is not taken out of context because I saw Elon Musk do the Nazi sign and it was big. But I think about Hitler like, damn, Hitler was cool, bro.
This nigga. Dima make it. Dima.
You know,
Dima make.
think about it like let me explain.
Cook. Don't burn the pot.
Hitler was a bad human being,
Horrible.
right? But also if you understand his history and how when he was young he was overlooked, he was adopted by Jewish people, mistreated, he was dumb in class, he was going to be
So when
nothing.
basically you're trying to say nana le enga so na
I'm not
because of his childhood, whatever.
I'm not saying
I mean,
it's trauma obviously and he hated the Jews so much, right?
then he was like, I'm gonna kill all of them.
But my chat is, how does a dumb kid that was supposed to amount to nothing
Do all of that. Be a mastermind behind all of that
Exactly.
evil things. No.
and lead a whole country
Ke
and hit
Satan.
people with
Ke
degrees?
Satane. Ke sathane
Right.
nale possessed.
Get people with degrees to follow him. Educated human beings. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, sorry.
That's why
Absolutely
I'm
not.
like, no, I get a lot of people, and I said this when I was young. There was a time where I had my profile picture as the Nazi flag,
Mara wena.
but I was young. And you know when you're
And you thought it looked cool.
no, you know in grade 9, ne? This is when I'm introduced to Hitler for the very first time. Wait, yeah.
So you're learning about him, you're like, oh damn, this nigga's
Now I'm
doing
reading
some
about
crazy
this nigga,
things.
and I'm like, this guy is crazy, yo. This guy
Now wait,
is, this guy is ridiculous. Then I go make my own research, right? And then I'm like, yo, this guy is too much.
No, I'm sorry. See, with all of those things, like I feel like that's another reason why I feel like I wouldn't even want to go experience the whole 90s thing. Because of all of the other bad stuff. But obviously there were good stuff, you know, like I said, the music, the fashion, the lifestyle, and all these things. Our parents were getting married at 22, having kids at 23. You're 25. I'm approaching 25 this year. Where's your baby?
Oh, damn it.
Where's your baby? Where's your wife?
Damn it is this one. I think, and it's
my mom said that to me. She was like, when how do I let boyfriend this year December?
She was 25 when she got married. And you?
I'm like, well,
I thought the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
It flew
Ish.
away from the tree. Like the wind yanked it away from the tree. It didn't even fall and away.
But I think when you mentioned that, I wish life was much safer because they were not exposed to a lot of things. If there's anything I could bring back is the way how social media was not there.
Has zero impact.
You know? And I think that's why they could get married. They fell in love and they fell in love for real.
And someone once said, like, I don't think we were ever meant to see this many people or like know that this type of people exist or this many type of people exist. Like, I don't think we were ever meant to see that.
It messes up your mind.
It also makes you think you have a lot of options. So when uba comfortable, hotel batho, we re cause mang go kai kai, and now it gives you the illusion that like I have all of these options. I don't have to work for this. This person I know is my soulmate. I don't have to work for that because I just got followed by this.
You are smart, ne? I didn't view it like that.
Do you get what I'm saying? Back then there was nothing like that.
Yeah.
Even like, you'd have to wait for that person who I'll phone at a certain time because the line wasn't connected from this time to this time. So there was excitement as well.
Like, oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait to talk to this person.
Today is like,
now if you don't hear from your person 2 hours.
Because everybody's accessible now. And it's very easy.
Accessible.
Like you could talk to someone in America right now, like
easily.
Simple, you know, and I think, wow, I didn't view it like that. That's an interesting thing. Like, I don't think we were not supposed to see so much people.
We weren't.
That's why some of us pressure.
As well, yes. Also, like people were living much like I feel like much slower as well back then. I think maybe that's what I would crave as well if I was to go back to the 90s or like experience the 90s, like how slow and easy. I don't want to say easy, but like life was slow. Like now life is faster, and we're seeing unrealistic things on social media, and we want to chase these things, and like we see people accomplishing certain things. Now you feel like so pressured, like, oh my god,
by 25
I need to. Like, and there was no like that wasn't that like there wasn't that.
Also, I think the whole 25-year-old
chat
must have everything chat comes from that old generation because like your mom says, like your mom just said to you, this year December me.
I get a cost of living allowed them to do all of that.
I mean. Hey, dog, they struggled.
Things like that. I know they struggled.
Thing is, you, as a woman, you won't go through what your mom went through.
Of course not.
You don't want to go through that. But there's different ways. I think, like I said, they were not exposed to a lot of things.
Yeah.
So love was love, and
it was just that
as it was. You know, if my man takes me and puts me in a 1-bedroom and promises me that we are going to make
I
it.
believe him.
I believe him. But you like, oh, dog.
He can't even take me out on a date. We're not going anywhere.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
like, it's like back then, it was very easy because they
The values and things were simpler.
also then they just didn't know what's going on. Like I wouldn't know Mahumo is living nice.
And
Mahumo tells me.
yeah, or like Mahumo's boyfriend is taking her out to Cape Town every month for a vacation.
Exactly. Damn.
And this nigga he took me to Spur.
You understand?
And that was
what
the
I'm saying?
best thing ever.
So there was nothing to say. Okay, but if he really loves me, he would be taking
me to Cape Town.
And if he really cares for me, he would be putting me in a 2-bedroom instead of a back room. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But our mothers were very patient with it because if you listen to our fathers and mothers' love stories, it's always like, we got married and then Ranna go one bedroom, go Rangu, and then
that's literally
so
the story that I've
it's
heard.
like you just want a mansion, bro.
To go from 0 to 100.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you want.
Because we think that we're seeing
That's
what
what you
people.
want.
No, that's not what I want. Because that's not realistic. Please, that is not realistic. But
Okay,
we're
but
seeing
a
that
lot
on
of-
social
yeah.
media. We're seeing people. We're
Yeah.
seeing people seemingly go from a 0 to 100. I don't feel
Exactly.
like that's realistic.
But it's not, nah. But unfortunately, we are in that generation where one, it's quick to happen.
True.
That's why women.
A lot of things are more attainable.
Do
now.
you get what I'm saying? It's very quick to happen, and that's why women do like a lot of funny stuff because they want it quick. They want it quick.
Quick in a hurry.
They
When you
want-
go exercise, no.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think that ruins the upcoming generation.
Of course, because they're looking at us.
Yeah, and you guys are messed up.
And how are they going to be? They're going to be worse. Because there are 14, 15, 16-year-olds already
understand?
crying about their boyfriends not taking them out on
Dude,
dates. And I'm like,
I worked at a
What?
school. It literally starts at the stuff that I was doing when I was in grade 10. You know, like there's normal stuff that you are naughty as a child and
Yes.
you are like curious.
it's expected, yes.
You know, and you're a boy child or you're a girl child, you're doing certain things. And these things would happen to us around the ages of 15, 16.
Yeah. 17.
I worked at a school, nah, and I've seen younger kids. I'm talking grade 5, 6, 7. Do the stuff that I
we
was
would
rocking
be.
when I was in grade 10.
Oh.
You understand?
Oh,
So
no.
I think the whole social media chat is real. Like it's a real thing.
It changed a lot of things. It changed a lot. It changed a lot of things. Changed how we think. Changed how we view things. Changed how we deal with things. Changed how we tolerate things. Like, so I definitely feel like things back then. I'd be down to experience such things, bro.
Yeah, I'd take away social media for a fact. Like, oh yeah, I'd go back to.
But would you take it away knowing that you can make so much money from it, though? Knowing, you go back to the 90s and you know that you have the knowledge that I can make so much money from social media. Would you still take it away? Would you still take it away?
Hey, that's it's tricky. I always say this. Earth is toxic, bro.
Of course.
Earth is mad toxic. I think I'd find another career path. Really, I'd take it.
You just
away.
have to now.
I'd take it away because, like, dude, hey, bro, there are many. There's a lot of times where I sat down on social media for so long, and I'm looking at a couple, and I'm like, damn, bro, damn.
Now why can't
I
they
wanna
do
do that for my
Mm.
girl, you know? And then while I'm scrolling, I see another couple. They're flying to Dubai. I'm like,
They did more than what you just saw.
yeah, understand? I'm like, damn, bro. And then it starts giving me this impression of one, I'm really behind with my life.
And you're not doing enough.
Yeah, and if I'm doing what I'm doing right now, will I ever be able to take her to Dubai? And then I end up in this space where everything is just dark and
Now you're comparing yourself.
Yeah, like you feel like, yo, dog, nothing is working out. And then that's where you start panicking a lot and start searching how to make 10,000 in one day.
In one day. How to do this, how
You
to
know
do
those ones, man?
that.
If you go on Google right now, I promise you, it's one of the most searched things. Let's see. How to make 10,000 rand in a day.
Or how to make money quick, or
Yeah,
how to make
how-
money easily.
To make money online is the first one. Yeah. Money fast.
Money fast.
You understand? I'm gonna say R500 a day. 10K a day.
A day.
So there are people that are searching
that
these
every
things,
single day.
and I don't think it's because they necessarily want 10K.
Something they saw.
Mm-hmm.
That they're trying to reach
I want
and
Mahuma,
get
and
there.
Mahuma is like, Mahuma is a nice thing. What, right?
And now you need like a
Yeah.
couple of...
Niggas don't even know how to raise no more. They depend on their coins.
Because that's what they're seeing and that's what they're hearing from other women as well.
Exactly.
And social media.
Exactly.
If I want this and I ain't tot a mask, then
You
it does
understand?
ha 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 ha
So now
ha.
niggas are not even raising you up, and also women are super easy to get nowadays.
You think?
It's easy, Mahuma. Come on, dog.
You think?
Dog. It's very easy, bro.
Do you
Getting
feel
a girl.
like no? But do you feel like it was different back in the 90s to get a girl compared to now?
Yeah.
Think of the things that were happy. Even though we're in this day and age now, there were things that were trending back then. There were some type of pressure back then as well, not as much as now.
Yeah.
So do you think like it was easier, like maybe like a popular girl in school, you would have had to like write a better love letter than
Exactly.
What you got?
But that's simple. You'd have to be here with the words. The words was the pressure. If you were not,
But what if it was easy for them as well? Because all love letter a betere.
it wasn't. Cause dog, you need to understand, ne? Our mothers were raised by community. You understand? Our mothers, hatama aya go koning, mamang go next door mon. And then otlom kalimele, hey, when we
Yeah.
run, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Today, dog, you get kids kissing at the corner with uniform. Lwena self ufit or banaba. You don't.
And there's no one that's gonna be
You
like, hey,
understand?
Liran.
So I don't think it was easy to get. Maybe she might have been interested, but because of all the obstacles that she has to go through, landlining, you know, all those things made it very difficult to show a girl that you actually want her. Nowadays, dog, DM,
Easy.
DM. I'm
She
like,
sees your page,
yeah, dude, and besides, she sees your page and you are driving.
this and this.
Because women always say now, like, nang as jole munna sa nang koloi.
It's not.
And look, it's not a problem. Don't my
Nah.
girlings, don't get me wrong. It's okay.
It's okay to have a preference, but also be realistic.
So you would date a nigga with no car right now?
I have. I was.
Oh, no
I
access to a
have.
car.
Okay. No, but like if Kintalo how koloi, guys, there's always like Uber and stuff like that. Some niggas they don't have a car, but they're able to Uber you. Or if we go out on
And they
dates, they're
Uber
able
10
to. They're
others,
able
yeah.
to.
Neto fetso
It's okay. Maraki no they can like Uber, and we can Uber to our dates. We can Uber to whatever. We can do this.
So you would date a nigga that puts you in a taxi?
puts me in a taxi.
Yeah, like
If I
babe.
chose to go in a taxi, he didn't
No,
put me in a
like
taxi.
he's like, babe, agena zaga ya Uber, mara twara zaga ya taxi.
Yo, sure.
Eshab.
Yeah.
I don't think people know the side of you, bro. I don't know if it's on camera
It's
or
not.
like
No, not
it's real
even.
life.
Not because when I was like, excuse me. Like it's like for Nane. Even like if let's say I was going out on a date, man, and me and this nigga was speaking. Let's say you can tell her like, let's say I'm dating comment lane.
Yeah.
And I sent tell her opening Uber or whatever. But I know he's gonna be covering the
bill.
bill for the date.
Yeah.
I'll take a taxi to the buses, to the Arieng buses, and I'll take an Arieng bus because if it drop out like street
Go main lane.
go main lane. I'll take an Arieng bus straight to main lane.
Yeah.
and then most of the time they'll Uber me back home because let's say Kushi. One tlhaloganyo. So I always try and meet a
Your
nigga
partner
halfway. Always. Unless they on their own decide to be generous or overly generous and be like, no, I'll cover everything. I'll cover your transport. Da, 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 da.
No, it's not being
I
generous.
appreciate.
No, my brother is not being generous.
What do you mean it's not being generous?
Hey, let me tell you what he's doing. He's cooking. He's operating.
You're thinking if the
He's
ingredients are
cooking.
right, then I mean.
Nah, for real. Because why? It goes back to the pressure. Do you know how difficult it is for guys to tell their partners they are real life?
And then I'm bored, guys, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of us women are so understanding, dog. I'm telling you, bruh. If we like you enough, that they saying on social media, dog, I can promise you half of these girls are not living what they're speaking about on social media. They're not. If that woman really, really likes you, dog, there are things she will tolerate and compromise.
She'll take a taxi for you, my brother.
Yes.
So if
she really, really likes you.
Nah, but it comes from the social media pressure. Me, I'm watching Ghost. I won't lie, Ghost is one of the Pruellas that had me like, damn, dog. I can't lie. I'm referring, every time I say I see this guy on social, I'm talking about that
Ghost.
Like, you see a ghost Luby do what he does for his women. And you know that your woman on the other side is seeing it. And
you're watching these things, yeah.
If she's not seeing it, her friends are seeing it. If her friends are not seeing it, her cousins are doing it. You understand what's going on? So it ends up being I promise you, it ends up being some sort of pressure to the guy. Even if you as a woman say to the guy like, yo, babe, be open with me. I'm very willing to build with you.
So it's a problem that we have nothing to do with.
It's not a girl.
It's not
problem.
an us thing.
It's a nigga ego.
There you
type
have
of
it,
thing.
ladies and gentlemen.
You agree with me?
They put themselves under pressure. They put themselves under pressure.
No, I'm putting myself under pressure for you.
Then you guys mustn't get on social media talking about, hey, girls expect this, girls expect that, they want this from us, hey, but you guys are putting yourselves under the same pressure for the hand that you really, really, really want. I bet it's a complete I'd never Uber a hand from Pretoria to Joburg. Mara,
I would never.
If ke crash ela ya hao ela.
I would
If ke crash ela ya hao ela, don't Uber.
I would never.
If ke crash ela. Why you ke bua ka crash thing? You will. You will.
Le bona.
Ba behind the camera. If ke specific crash, you will.
Nah, I don't think. Would you though? Nah, it doesn't make sense.
I'm telling you, bro. Sense. You guys don't even think about that, dog. You guys think later-ish.
Nah, dog.
But to patela 300 for oop-ish, mara ish, kitla rin kita, baby, Joe.
Ay, not 300. I've never actually Ubered a hand in my life.
That's because you have a car. You're here. You're here. He does. He's here. He can go fetch them.
No.
Yes.
It's not about the car. If she's in Joburg.
He has a car, ladies and gentlemen. That is why he doesn't have to worry about Ubering anybody.
But,
please.
Okay, but there's petrol there. You know, seeing...
Hey, I rather own 300 petrol.
Doug, do you know, I always tell, when I was single, I would tell honeys, like, we'd have a vibe and everything, and we'd really love each other. Oh, like, love is
a big word.
Like each other, right? But she's like, yeah, I'm in Joburg, come and fetch me.
Ish.
You know why? First of all, niggas get into so much debt for their honeys.
Willingly.
You won't date a broke guy.
I know that, but also don't like financially overstretch yourself. When you know, exactly, self-inflicted
I'm trying
problems.
to make sure that you can see a provider in me.
It's completely like on. I did this and this and this and this and that.
na yona, o ska makala le wena.
Ke tlo tlhakolohanya.
Oh. It's not everyone.
It's not.
lie,
That's
my
true.
sister.
That's true. It's not everybody.
I've been there. I've been that prude, right?
It's
Been
not
everything.
everybody.
And then I say, it's bad. They're like,
Mara naga ibutso like khale jo if we all know like Ubering hands to everywhere. Like I wonder if mutho nasna koloi na ira byang.
Kale.
Like yeah, never na no is taxi. They were not.
They would walk.
Khale.
Namela tongi.
It's not that far back, Dizzy. It's not that far back in the 90s.
There's still niggas rocking donkeys and...
Okay,
and,
but that's true.
You understand?
That's true. I once saw like a whole family
On that.
walking.
Yeah, that's cute, man.
It's not. There's nothing cute about that.
Oh, sorry. It's not cute.
No. Stop having kids if you don't have money for them.
Yo.
Please.
You see? And I love you that time. And I love you that time.
No.
So
I
what are you
really
saying?
believe that you shouldn't.
Are you saying it was much easier to love without money back then than today? Like
At a certain point.
mm.
At a certain point. Because even though I feel like there wasn't social media and stuff like that, and we also have to think about there were movies that they were being influenced by.
But they had to.
You know what I'm saying?
Dog.
There were movies that they were being influenced by and things like that. The radio, music, the songs that they were listening to.
Yeah.
Listening to songs about. I mean, obviously the standards were not as high right now, but like listening to about how a nigga was standing outside the window with a boombox, and you're like, I want my nigga to stand outside. You know what I'm saying? In the rain with a boombox. To win my love back, why na monna ka se ribiao?
Can you stand the rain? That's too much. That's where the pressure came from.
That's where the pressure came from. Can you stand the rain?
That's real.
Now my nigga wasn't standing in the rain for me, but my homegirl called me. She was like, "Girl, he came outside with a whole boombox. Show me, na imeka ready.
But Mahumo, those things, ne? Let me tell you, back then. Nelly dilo tsa makhowa.
True.
Lena knows.
It's true.
You are exposed to those things. Like you guys would see, like the women back then would see it, but they would see it on TV, which was very far fetched. They wouldn't expect Brabiza
to be able to do it.
You understand? What they expect is Brabiza to open a tavern just like Bravembe Gantle.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So those were like the things. So I don't necessarily feel like they had any pressure. The only pressure was maybe coming from then celebrities when life started picking up your Brenda Fassies, dressing like this. So
and a lot of things were more commercial and all those things.
When everything started being like normal to black people.
I think that maybe that's when it started.
That's when the pressure started. Because then I don't think a woman cared really. Like I don't really think
probably not.
Dog, they had Hector Peterson dead. So they were worried about that, bro.
And all of that stuff.
You understand?
But I think one thing that we can agree on that hasn't changed from the 90s is the whole cheating thing. I beg then Ajo.
Dog.
Why do you think our grandparents and grandmothers now have
also teenage pregnancy?
A lot of those things have not changed. If anything, they were worse.
Yeah. Back then,
that's why they have 10 kids, and now there's almost all of us. Almost all of us have different fathers and different mothers. We have half siblings.
The mixed veg.
There's many people that I've met all the time. I like mixed veg. Like, I have a half brother. You know what I'm saying?
I'm black, but I'm still calling her my sister.
Because like I feel like back then those things were worse. Even the music, parents are busy saying how our music is so vulgar nowadays. Have you heard the lyrics that they were singing back then?
Give me an example, Mahumo. I don't know a bad song from back in the day. Like all of them are very...
when I get that feeling, I want the healing.
Dog, they didn't know English.
No, they did. They did.
I promise you.
Mara kilo tla dipina tsa
I
ko
hear you.
Lesotho.
So,
O sa tla dipina tsa ko Lesotho ba mme ba le ba bua nonsense.
Ba reng?
Ba opela
Give
ka
me an example. I remember-
ba opela ka nonsense ba re ke tla go tlhobolela phenti.
Yeah, ba.
Ke go irele eng I promise you those songs are crazy, dog.
Chenyo.
Songs back then were insane, dog. The lyrics,
I
they
think-
were
okay,
insane.
I guess it's not always like the 90s. There's not only good things. There's a lot of bad things
Exactly.
that happened as well. Let's not just try to act like our generation is the worst. I mean, you'd hear stories like a teacher made a student pregnant.
Hey, when and that
normal.
student still carried out that pregnancy and still attended
Yeah.
school.
You have that today.
Till
At
this
least.
day.
Mara no at least.
Mara e theorile, yeah, pele ba nyaka or they must make sure make sure ka passa.
Yeah.
No, but that's so horrible, regardless.
Yonke into taxi driver, policeman.
Hey, when
I wonder if it was
for
like,
little to no benefits whatsoever. They weren't thinking
but at that
benefits.
time, Taman umrakela apple munch.
And then
Apple munch ana dag.
Naira
Understand?
di.
When you wanna go to restaurant la guminlin Balbab.
Di manara
Baobab.
bao baby.
Yeah.
Di manara bao baby.
Anthalanya. No, ola yena na krea apple munch ladies copas.
That's why negere data ko spend ile jo. Data ko spend ile boma.
Have you been on a date ya go spare mahum?
No kira khale.
Oh.
That time Spur was
Like
still
2000.
still new.
Okay,
The
that's
Spur it wasn't Spur there in the 90s.
I don't
I
know.
could
Was it
swear
there?
it was.
I
could swear it was. Let's see.
I see
I see history ya high. Oh, historically inaccurate.
What do you even
When was
Google?
Spur?
Oh, when was Spur born?
No, when was Spur born? Yes. When was Spur born? When was Spur born?
It's Spur South African thing. Wait, let's see. When was
I think so. I don't know.
Hey, we must get a fact checker for you guys' show.
Fact check.
Spur established. That's the
Yes,
right.
established. When? When does it say?
Yo, I'm put this
That's how it feels to fell gym.
Spa.
Oh. Man. Spur.
Oh,
People with a taste for life.
Since 1967, when founder Alan Amber opened the Golden Spur
Exactly.
in Newlands, Cape Town.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Mahuma.
I feel like back then it was like our Mara. Obviously, at some point they branched out into other provinces. Man, come on.
When was
If it was in 1962, sure by 1992 it was in Gauteng already.
no
There's
way.
no way that it wasn't.
No way. That thing is new to us. though.
It's like first that how fact checker happening, please.
That thing is new to us.
Please, no, it's not.
It's
No,
new
it
to
is
us.
not, bruh. Like it is not.
But I get what you're saying in terms of those simple things.
Yeah, they were
that
huge.
we
They were a big
overlook
deal.
today.
They were a big deal.
Like you guys don't appreciate nothing.
Don't say we don't appreciate nothing.
Women don't appreciate nothing.
We do. We're so appreciative.
You appreciate
A lot of us appreciate a lot of things. Please.
like right now you're
When
standing for the girls. Right now you're
I'm standing for myself.
No, oh snap.
I'm standing for myself.
Oh,
And
snap.
the women who are like me.
Mahuma, you wanna tell me you'll choose a guy that writes you letters over a guy that sends you money?
I'm going to choose the man who does both.
Answer. Listen.
No, but at my age, of course, I'm gonna choose someone who I'm not 14.
But you want the little things as well.
Yes, but I'm not 14. Of course, I'm turning 25. Of course, I'm gonna choose the nigga with the money. And don't call that unrealistic. Don't look at me weird.
No,
Don't look at me and be like,
girls
Mahuma,
are
I'm turning
probably
25. I'm turning 25.
But-
I'm not gonna choose love money over love letters. I'm not 14 years old. The love letters, yes, are cute. They can come. But regardless love letter. Regardless love letter.
So that means I need to show you I can provide.
Speaking of providing, do you think niggas have the same mindset when it comes to that compared to now back then?
Yeah, that's a difficult one. I mean, I have homies that are really like good niggas, um, and they see life like that. But I'll tell you a secret, Gellings, listen. This one the pros are gonna hate me.
Take the volume up and literally be.
Nah, there is no man on earth that doesn't want to provide for the woman.
But
They must love you.
you must be the woman they want to provide for.
Yeah, you must be the woman he wants to be with. Because you need to understand, as a guy, I take so much pride in saying, have you seen my wife? And then- you understand? And as a guy, as a guy with the brain, you will see ka bana ba ka le mosadi ya ka hore we live in good.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
You understand?
Yes, there'll be a reflection of your wealth.
Exactly.
Basically.
Like I'm the type of guy, if we are moneyed and decide to wreck a Porsche, I'd give my wife the Porsche. Nna ke mo latelle ka vene ya ka.
Yes. Hore akho no ba
Yeah,
reflection
you understand?
of
Like-
your success, of your
like,
wealth, of your
So
money.
I'm telling you now, ladies, I do agree with women to a certain extent when it comes to the saying, if he wants to, he will. To a certain
to a
extent.
certain extent, yeah.
Right. I think a lot of brewers, me included, I've seen myself do the unbelievable.
That you never thought you would
I
do.
never thought I would do, just because
But
I
because
wanted
you
to make
loved and
sure
you wanted that person.
my woman is happy.
Yeah.
Or my woman is helped by me, or my woman can see that I have provided.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think every guy takes pride in saying, I did that for my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even
So
need to
9
go
times
around
out of
saying,
10,
yeah?
if he's not giving provider, if his actions are not like portraying provider, like I should just
Yeah. In my phone, no? In my phone, no?
I should just be like, hey, maybe no.
Okay. Signs that a brewer is serious about you.
Get your notebooks and your
Right.
pens, write this down.
And obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm talking from experience. And
As a man,
as a bruella,
I feel like
and
I
seeing-
feel like it's best to hear it from you.
Yeah, and
as a
also
man.
just seeing my bruellas around and seeing
Yeah.
family members and what. Here's a sign, right? If a guy, I don't know when this episode turned into this, but shout out.
We're here now.
When a guy takes a lot, my sister, why?
But what does that look like? Give us an example.
Hey babe, I wanna come see you. I don't have gas. Can you just borrow me $200? I'll pay you back. You know. Hey babe. Ish. Phone I can't pay the bill. Can you just pay the bill? I'll send you the money when I get home. Ish babe, I really wanna see you. But like, yeah, my Uber app is tripping.
I feel like whoever's watching this and is a girl, she's like, I've heard that one before.
My sister. You know, that is a sign. And then on top of that, he never pays back.
Yeah.
Why? Because you love each other.
Because you love each other.
Because he sets it up.
And you're so understanding as a woman.
The
And
Pruella's gonna hate me. But look, when you're not the one that I want, I might think that I want you.
yeah.
And you're the one I want to be with at that moment. Right? And then I get inside. And then there's no the extra mile. Like, chances are I like you for now.
You don't have that thing that makes you want to do certain
Yeah,
things. And
dude.
like you said, go the extra mile.
Yeah, because niggas are very prideful. Like, for me to ask my hand for money would be,
Insane.
dog. Like,
So if you were to do that to her hand, that means you don't see her. You don't.
it takes. Listen, don't get me wrong. There are some bruellas, right, where, yeah, but it's not easy asking your mate for money, dog. It's really not. It's
You can even try and like justify it, but like at the
like
end of
I
the
really can't
day,
find a reason why a guy would be comfortable with asking his woman money. Like I don't know. That's just me. Like it's very difficult for us to do that. We're very prideful. But if we're easy
that's
for
making me think, yo,
if we're easy for
bruh.
nagere, babe, nkadime clip a kenya ko what.
When I say like sendela motho clip ya petrol ra tlhoka
Ntwana zang ka o sendela nna zaka mo lifeng e. O sendela bashimane bohle ba. But like I was saying, there are some brews like I'll speak for like my bruellas that are in business.
Yes.
Maybe. You know? I he wouldn't necessarily ask you like, babe, please borrow me this much. He would just maybe tell you his problems and then you'll say, babe, listen, I have 10K. Shout out to those girls. You know?
Yeah.
But there's a thin line. There's a
Ba
thin
bang ba ntsha
line.
di-loan for batho ba bona,
But not
wena.
ill. If you are
Ba
a
bang ba ntsha
man,
di-loan.
if you are a man and you allow a girl to take out a loan in your name, not even like your name, but in the course of you, I shame. You are not a man. Me, I don't rate you.
Tomatoes.
Me, I don't rate you. Cause men just like providing. It's natural.
It's just in y'all. Like it's in
natural.
y'all. Okay,
We like
I
providing.
thought that died in the 90s. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. I
These
thought
brothers are playing. You guys are busy.
that's
It's like this.
crazy.
I'll give you. It's so natural. Think about it, ne? As guys, ne? 90% of the time when you were in school, the Pruellas would ask a girl that is made for food,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't ask a 10 for
That
food.
hot girl. That hot girl goes go long for food.
Why? Ask yourself why.
Cause they don't rate them.
I can't be seen like my honey or the one that I want can't be
Thinking
seen
that
me.
I'm asking
So
things
it's a
from
natural
her.
thing. It's not even something that somebody teaches you. It's in you as a man. So the moment you start taking advantage of a woman, then you know you don't want.
You don't want that
woman.
woman like that.
Nah.
Well, there you have
Really
it,
don't.
folks. From a man's mouth. From a man's mouth. And I hope you guys are listening.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in a predicament at this moment.
A dog, and there's a lot of women, ne? A lot of women. Mara guys one rata. Heren tse ko majiteng.
Ra utlwa ba re ka nnete.
Heren tse ko majiteng. O re botsa ka wa hae wa nnete.
Sorry, and I'm sure you guys have those conversations that Asian fan can you diden for the baby joke can you come so
Like I think me and Raps, I'd send him like, yo dog, hey man, when am I getting money? I recently sent you like this week. I sent him, yo dude, can we just get the money part coming
Done,
so I
yeah.
can marry the girl of my
yeah
dreams?
yeah
And he
Yeah.
knew what's up. And we spoke about it. And then now we start saying like, yo man, you know, kereke portion that
Speaking of all of that, like, you know, getting married and blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. Like, as you're getting older, do you feel like you're either like, I don't want to say falling behind. Like, when you were younger, there were things you thought you would achieve at a certain
About
age.
25. Yeah.
Do you feel like you've achieved those things? Or do you feel like you're usayitla? And have you slowed down your pace? Because you know, like when we were younger, we thought like, okay, I want to do this and this and this and this at a certain age. And then as you're growing, you're seeing how life is. Did you kind of make it easy for yourself? Did you kind of like release that pressure nyana as you grew older and you saw how real life is?
I think it gets worse when you're older. Okay, to answer the first question, right? I like falling behind more
Okay.
because I've been going through that mentally
Okay.
in the past few months,
Yeah.
right? Where everybody I know or went to school with or were friends with dog, it's either they have a kid, they are fathers, they are mothers. Some of my exes, like,
Have kids and everything.
you know, some of my friends are fathers. Some are moving out. Some relocated. Some got married.
Some bought cars.
Some bought cars. You know, and you sit down and you look at that and you start saying like, okay, what do I have?
What have I achieved?
What have I achieved? Like, okay, start now. This is where the danger is, right? This is where the danger is because now you start undermining your
Yourself.
blessings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And because they don't look like someone else's blessings, you think yours are not blessings, right? But yeah, I think a lot of us fall under that pressure of, yo, mang wira solo so.
What about me?
Yeah, dog. This one is inviting me to a housewarming. This one is inviting me to a wedding.
Bro, I went
Like,
to my
yeah,
friend's
but nah.
wedding. I went to my friend's wedding.
Oh yeah.
I went to my friend's wedding. She's a year older than me, and I attended
Is it who I
her
think it
wedding.
is?
Yes,
Yeah,
I attended her wedding, and it was so crazy because I don't even have an engagement ring on my finger at that wedding.
but
I
she
don't even
was
have a boyfriend at that wedding.
Oh, she was quick. But do you understand? Now you're at a wedding like that and you're sitting down and you're thinking like that. I used to play with this girl
Hey, Joe.
in high school. We talked
Never
together.
look metric dancing.
Together. You understand?
Together.
And you start looking at your life like, hey,
I can have a boyfriend. I can have a relationship.
you understand? So I think you said, have I slowed down?
Yeah. Have you put less pressure on yourself?
Nah.
Oh.
I don't think I've put less pressure on myself. I just think I'm surrounded by people that remind me to slow down the
That it's
pace.
okay to slow down.
Yeah,
it's
like,
okay
yo,
to go
dog, relax.
at a certain
Raps,
pace.
I'll always come to Raps and be like, yo, dog, man.
And
you
he'll be
need
like,
to
eh, dog,
be like,
relax, dog.
chill, dog. You know, I think
Very calm.
like it's just like, yeah, dog, chill. You know, it will come when it comes. And I'm like, this nigga doesn't get
understand.
it, dog. And then once you have that full blown conversation, you start realizing like, yeah, dog, life is not that bad.
You know what I'm saying? And it could be worse.
Yeah,
it
dog,
could
I
always
think one
be
of
worse.
the greatest achievements that I have right now is 25 with no child.
Period.
Because we were wild.
No kids. Team no kids.
Hey, when we were young and we were wild, dog. We were living under fast lane, boy.
No, but like not for me. Like I feel like I as I grew, I like put less pressure on myself because I won't lie.
You understand life.
You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, at this by now I'm supposed to be in the house with my husband and my first child.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But don't you laugh at
25 was
yourself
gonna look
sometimes?
like.
When
I
you
do. I'm like,
look at
Marachumi,
that?
no,
I thought by 23 I'd be married.
Nahan. And then you get to 23 and you're like, you 23 is young as hell. What
Nah, I still wanted to. I was just broke.
No, sorry. I don't think I would have. I think also another thing, when we were younger, these ages seemed so old to us.
Yeah.
Like so old.
Yeah.
And then you got to the age and you're like, oh, and I'm still a baby.
I'm still a baby.
I'm still quite young.
But it's shocking because now I have nieces. And my niece says, I think my niece is turning 14, the oldest one. And I'm like, damn.
Yo.
If you are 14, dog, that means I'm old. Like,
bro, now my baby cousins, Bako Eastern Cape, I think one of them is in grade 8 now. And when I was visiting, I was 22. And she was asking me, like, where do I live? I'm you know what I'm saying? It's like when we're younger, we think these ages are so old, and I just laughed at her. I'm like, babe,
you'll see when
maybe she can get to her own apartment at 22. There's nothing wrong with that, but the fact that she expected that already. She didn't even ask me, do I have... she didn't even ask, do you? She was like, so where do you live? I'm like, ooh.
Going and meeting up with people and what do you do now?
What do you do now? I was like, oh my God, honey, babe. 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 Mara ntho e ntshetsang kore khale, people were moving out. Like back then.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, people were moving out of their mother's houses.
When they
Ka
get
lenyalo,
married,
nekgolo, if that's when they were moving
it
out.
was normal.
It was that's exactly what
Yeah,
it was
today-
normal.
Today it's like everybody.
You have to have your own apartment.
Yeah, I
You
mean
have
everybody's preaching Miss Independent. Yeah,
to. Let me stay independent.
Yeah, no facts. I mean, as a guy, I need to be independent. As a woman, I don't think you have to be independent. Because you can.
Do you want to share your brain with every other nigga out there? Would you like to share your brain?
And the females, because
like
there are
to-
females out there that are not winning in life because they are not playing their position
True.
role. Like,
True.
I'll give you an example, right? I always say this. Who do you think is running the country? Ramaphosa or his wife?
It's his wife.
It's his
I
wife.
feel like through him.
You understand?
Yeah.
Women need to understand, like, yo, the head cannot work without the neck, and I'm the neck.
Yeah.
And in order for the neck to turn right, left, you need me, boy. You understand? But now women nowadays are all fighting, which is something I think is a problem. Back then, women were very submissive. Today, women are very opinionated.
As much as
No
yeah.
guy wants a woman that is opinionated. Yapa. Like Shanice, dog.
As much as I feel like as much as we feel like there aren't many men left with the provider mindset, there's also just as much as the amount of women who don't have that submissive mindset anymore.
And
Like
there's more women on earth. So now you are overpowering all of us. So now you start saying all men don't want to provide, or they don't have that mindset now.
and I don't feel like a man can provide to a woman who doesn't also fulfill like her role.
In order for me to provide for you, you need to allow me to provide. Don't fight the fact that I provide.
And also play that role.
Yeah, and understand that I'm not saying be yebo baba, ne?
But to a certain extent, you are going to have to, if you expect your man to be a certain type of way.
You understand?
And to do certain type
And
of things.
providing is not just me buying a Gucci bag and a Louis Vuitton bag and the G-Class. Come on, relax, dog.
There's more to that. Like real life things.
And man, and this is some of the reasons why guys fall out of love with women. Women are too opinionated. And it's not a problem. They're going to come for me there. But no, man. Listen
But what
to
do
me.
you mean by opinionated though? Like
y'all
that
talk
can mean
too much.
so many. That can mean so many things. No, that can mean too many things.
Dude, like...
That can mean too many things.
Like even in relationships, like you have opinions. Like no man, I repeat, no man wants to come back home to a headache. No man.
Well, you're going to.
No man.
Unfortunately.
Nah, dude. Sometimes, dude, nah, there's different approaches. Me and you are married right now. Babe, the light bulb in the studio is off. Okay, babe, I'll replace it. Tomorrow comes. Babe, the light bulb at the studio is off. Oh yeah, I forgot, I'll replace it. Right? And then you come to me and you say, Naglapile, nanga stove kalebone all the time. What. Already.
That's a different type of headache.
You understand already. I'm just like, my woman. But listen to this approach. A cup of tea, biscuits there. Darling, yazi, kaleko kupela ro chenchele bonelela. Wait, I might
think that's where you were going.
I might end up.
No,
dude, like
biscuits
no, you see, you're missing the whole
studio.
point.
I'm missing it. It flew over my head.
The point is not the tea. The point is you need to use your.
I said, babe. I approached you by not biting your head off by saying, babe, the light bulb in the studio is not working. Can you please replace it for me?
Okay.
Why am I telling you the same thing twice or three times? Of course, if I'm telling you the same thing twice and three times, I'm going to blow and be like,
You see, no man wants that. What dog? Ke tlo nna le majita ke re monna motho la mona o ntshonyaka light bulb fela light bulb.
Exact. That's the thing.
No.
So you created the headache.
I agree, but approach is everything.
I-
And a light bulb is just
I-
listen, a light bulb is
Approach
just
my
an,
foot.
an example. Right?
Approach my food.
Mara he re ntse go ka moreng
Wa-
o ntshwara so or mara babe I nna ke la pele go botsa ka le bona honestly. Ke o emela no.
That's insane. That's insane.
Point is
That's insane.
kolira. You understand? Approach is everything. A woman that yappa,
That sounds.
we don't want.
Hell no, sorry. If my future husband is watching this, don't expect such nonsense. If I tell you to do something, I'm gonna tell you nicely the
So
first
now
time.
you're wearing the
I'm
pants
gonna
in the
tell you nicely the
relationship.
second time. If I have to tell you the third time, I'm not gonna come and be like, oh babe, khale ko kopa lo change a light bulb. Ka half an.
Bona chapeler lingerie.
Wa
How
gaaf.
clear unless you change a light bulb. I promise you. Oh yeah, man. If I want a light bulb there in the house, ne, reps and toana. I want a light bulb here. Boy, I'm telling
That's
you.
nonsense.
Women, focus.
Why must I now put on a whole show now? For you to
Obviously,
do something
no,
I asked you to do
listen.
2 days ago.
Listen, I'm not taking away from the responsibility a man has. A man is to maintain the house. The woman is to maintain the home.
Yes.
Right? And stuff like light bulbs, babe, the roof is leaking, swimming pool is in what. Those are my duties, right?
Eh, mara ke tlo kopela high million.
You don't even, listen, you don't have to ask. But now I'm running BrassBeats and I'm always up and down. And you are my partner, so you are helping me notice the little things in the house that I'm not paying attention to.
Notice them.
Robert, like, girls, I'm putting you on. And I promise you, if you take my advice,
I'm making you notice.
yeah, man, notice a pila.
The first time I did, I won't good. The second time I tried again, I won't good. The third time when I go the same energy.
Okay,
Mama, how when I know say something, Mama, how nanal energy out the third time, ka nice out these next.
No, that's my mom.
Same thing.
Are you my mom?
No, but still.
Am I marrying my mom?
But still.
Am I marrying my mom?
You're not marrying your mother, but
I'm
still.
the man at the house. Help me.
I am helping you listen.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And what I'm saying
That's
is,
the point. That's it. Listen.
I'm saying, basically, the whole point of this chat is approach is everything, and women fail to understand.
Women fail.
You see, I can't with women. I can't. If you guys,
You are ridiculous. You're unrealistic. Like, sorry.
Boom, I promise you, bro. Don't be a
Sorry.
headache to your husband one day.
I'm not saying I'm going to be a headache, but the point you're making, that approach must, after I actually do the same thing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. That's insane.
Okay, if unya gore ke bule mayo nice and one rasets ke tla o bula. Mara wa tla pila, babe, can you please open this mayo?
Go is the first time most we really. So what's the problem? I came nicely to you.
That's what I'm saying. Approach
Yes.
is everything.
The first time.
Even when he might fall short. My brothers have this thing of short-term memories. You understand?
You guys need some medical attention.
Short-term
As a
memories.
whole.
Because out there we are dealing with the world.
Kwa di men's conference tsa lena tsa o lebisang di doctor ba le check di
We are dealing with the world.
ba le ire di brain scan.
Monne, a ho le wena hore sa je tonight. Ho la nna is monna hore
That's fine, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to enable like such behavior all in the name of being a submissive woman and making life easier for you and taking stress off and not being a headache. That's
So ganong re lwele light bulb.
I really if you had me the second time. Hey man. Hey man. We wouldn't have, like, please. But I mean, you know, to wrap it all up, I feel like a lot of things, you know, since we went back to the whole 90s thing, I feel like a lot of things have changed, but at the same time, a lot of things haven't changed. You know?
Yeah.
And we can say that we can put the blame on ourselves for a lot of those things
On women,
changing.
yes.
On men and women.
I'm
And
joking.
where we be?
I love my ladies out there, man. All that was said was just for conversation purposes. And some of it is true, I believe it. Some of it I don't.
Some of it is controversial.
Yeah, no.
You can
My
tell us if you agree
my
or not.
manager actually said, no controversial, no
Please,
controversial,
please.
I didn't
So we
listen,
hope
I'm
you're
back.
watching this and you're not too mad about.
Yeah,
things
don't
that
be
he
mad,
said.
guys. Hoka ya not half a talk. But I love you guys and shout out, like I said, to Tamara. You guys are doing the most. Keep on doing what you're doing. We're proud of you guys and we can't wait to see where you guys take it, man. You know.
And we thank the viewers for continuing to view
Yeah,
our
no.
things.
I think this is the
you
most
guys are
watched.
watching.
You guys are whipping my show.
No, we are going to bring it
That's
in.
why I always agree to come to your podcast when you need
So you can have a
someone.
little taste.
I'm like, yo, so that they can see this face and then they say, hey man, this face was on let's watch this.
And yes.
It's all smart.
But guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the other networks. We'll call them networks now.
Which networks?
The
Oh, you mean pages?
Unknown Show and all those kind of things. Yeah, please don't forget to follow, to watch that as well. We're all under the same YouTube page. So if you subscribe to that, you subscribe to all of that. Don't forget to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. And we will see you next week, Monday.
Subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.